Carl Jung said, "We all carry a hidden self, a side no one sees but secretly controls us." Have you ever felt a part of yourself acting without explanation, or found yourself judging someone for a trait you can't admit in yourself? That invisible influence is what Jung called the shadow. It's the part of you deny, hide, or repress. The traits, desires, and emotions you've been taught to see as unacceptable. And it's not evil, it's human. It's the pieces of yourself waiting for acknowledgement, waiting to be understood. Imagine walking down a busy street. People pass, their faces familiar yet distant. You notice someone snapping in frustration at a minor inconvenience, and a flicker of anger rises inside you, uninvited. You think, why are they like this? And yet that irritation, that intensity, mirrors a hidden corner of your own mind. The shadow forms from childhood experiences, from the lessons drilled into us by society, family, and peers. Certain emotions are discouraged, certain behaviors are labeled wrong, and so the parts of ourselves that don't fit in are tucked away, shoved into the unconscious. Over time, this shadow grows heavy, silent, but never entirely absent. We project the shadow onto others, that person who seems overly critical, harsh, or judgmental. Often, they are reflecting what you've buried in yourself, the traits that irritate you, the flaws you notice in others, the jealousy, the impatience, the selfishness. They are signs of your own hidden self demanding recognition. You walk through mirrors in your mind, seeing fragments of yourself scattered across the faces around you, and yet missing the connection, the truth that they are your own reflections. Understanding projection transforms judgment into insight. It turns irritation into awareness. It turns blame into understanding. Suppressing the shadow comes at a cost. It leads to inner conflict, repeated mistakes, and invisible tension that weighs on decisions, relationships, and creativity. Every avoidance strengthens the wall between what you show the world and what exists beneath. But integration is different. Facing the shadow, naming it, exploring it, and accepting it allows you to move from conflict into wholeness. Imagine breaking chains that have held your potential captive, merging light and dark halves, allowing your entire self to breathe. This is not weakness. This is courage. This is strength. The shadow is also a wellspring of creativity, intuition, and personal power. The artist who channels raw emotions into vivid paintings. The writer who explores uncomfortable truths. The innovator who sees connections others miss. These are people who have faced what hides inside them. When the hidden self is acknowledged, its energy transforms from chaos into creation. Dark impulses, when understood, are not destructive. They are fuel. They are the hidden pulse behind expression, the quiet intensity behind vision, the shadow that shapes brilliance. Everyday life is full of reminders that the shadow is present. That envy you feel, that procrastination that sabotages your progress, that recurring pattern of toxic relationships, they are not accidents. They are whispers from the hidden self, signals that parts of you are unacknowledged, unresolved, or repressed. You don't have to act on them blindly. You don't have to fear them. Seeing these patterns is not a confession of weakness. It is an invitation to insight. It is an opportunity to understand why life repeats certain lessons and why people or circumstances seem drawn to the edges of your awareness. Shadow work is the practice of engaging with this hidden self. It can be simple, journaling emotions you ignore, reflecting on the traits that irritate you in others, meditating on your impulses, observing your reactions without judgment. Look in the mirror and face the parts you hide. Sit with discomfort and let it speak. Accept the complexity. Accept that the mind is not neat. Accept that you are not meant to be one-dimensional. Through this practice, the shadow becomes a teacher, a guide, a source of depth and insight rather than a secret burden. There is a quiet power in knowing your hidden self. It allows you to engage with the world intentionally, to choose your reactions, to navigate relationships with awareness. You are not strange. You are not broken. You are human in a specific way. The traits you once feared are part of your intelligence, your sensitivity, your depth. Choosing to explore them is not weakness, it is courage. Choosing to witness the shadow is choosing to live fully, to honor the entirety of yourself, to turn inner chaos into conscious choice. Your hidden self, your shadow, is not an enemy. It is an ally disguised in mystery, a reservoir of energy, a key to authenticity. It shapes your judgments, your habits, your desires, your creativity, your love. It lives in the silence between actions, in the flicker of emotion you can't name, in the traits you notice in others that make your chest tighten. And now, when you notice, you can choose how to engage, how to learn, and how to grow. You are not avoiding the world, you are simply choosing to experience life more meaningfully. You are not fragments to be fixed, you are a whole, waiting to be recognized. Choosing to acknowledge your shadow is choosing self-awareness. Choosing to integrate it is choosing freedom. And in that choice, the quiet power of your hidden self transforms from invisible chains into a map, a compass, a guide. The world may still be noisy, still be fast, still be demanding, but inside, you move with intention, clarity, and depth. Like a shadow stretching in the sun, your hidden self follows you, but now you walk alongside it, aware, whole, and alive.